tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to...
Hi guys, how are you all doing? So if you're new here, my name is Claire and I'm coming to you live from Nakuru, Kenya. So I'm currently at work. It's Tuesday today, and usually on Tuesday we come during the day to create content for promoting the club. So I'm here, the rest of my colleagues are not here, and I'm waiting for them at the moment. And I just thought I should update you guys on something that has been happening, something really horrible, and it scares me a lot. So I just want to narrate to you the story of how it started and how it's going on right now. Yeah, I hope I'm audible enough, because just behind me there is a main road there and a lot of cars are passing, so I hope that noise is not interrupting my voice, you understand? So I hope you guys can hear me clearly. So this is what has been happening. There's this particular guy who has been following me around. So you know where I live, there's a certain shopping center, and usually when I'm off I go and buy stuff like groceries, you know. I could go and get veggies to cook for dinner and stuff like that. So the first day I noticed that he was following me. I had gone to buy some veggies from the market and I was heading back home. As I approached this guy, he was going the opposite direction from me, and when I got close to him, he stood and he was staring at me, and something just felt fishy. I decided to ignore and pass, you know, but when I moved forward a bit, I decided to look back, and I realized that this guy was following me from behind, like he had turned around to follow me. And at that time I was just strolling, you know, and he was also walking so slowly just behind me. So I noticed this guy is following me, and the street that leads to my home is dark, and something just told me, you know what, no, just don't go. So I decided to stand in front of some shops there and see what this guy was going to do, because at that time I was still not sure if he was really following me. So when I stood in front of those shops, he came past me and he pretended that he was passing by. So as he was moving forward, he kept looking back, he kept looking at me, and I was like, this guy was actually following me. So I decided to let him go until he disappeared at the far front. Then I really ran to my compound, you understand? So I opened the gate faster and went in. So that was the first instance. The second time is I had gone to a certain supermarket at the shopping center. I had gone to buy some toiletries, you know, Colgate, tissues, and I was carrying them in a carrier bag. Then suddenly I see someone rushing close to me, and he was like bringing his hands forward. I don't know if he wanted to grab me or he wanted to grab the shopping that I was carrying. So I immediately walked fast, and in front of me there was a butchery there, and usually outside butcheries here they sell mutura. There's a kind of barbecue that they do just outside the butchery, and there were women standing there with the guy who was doing the barbecue. So I stood behind them, and these women could tell that there was something, but they didn't ask me. They probably thought that there was something going on between me and this guy. So when I stood there, this guy pretended that he went forward, and when he went a bit forward, he stood there staring at me, and he was waiting for me to leave that place to go in the same direction, but I did not. So I stood there, and after like 5 minutes he decided to move back to where he was coming from, you understand, this other side of the supermarket. So he decided to move forward like that, and I waited for him to go until he was really gone. Then I really ran to my house. The third time he actually did not follow me. This was actually another street, you understand, and I saw him and I could identify him. Then for me, I thought he would follow me that time, but surprisingly he did not. So when I went, we crossed paths, and when I went a bit forward, I decided to look back, because this is someone who is used to following me. But I looked back, he wasn't following me, and I was surprised, and I was like, wow, that's really good. He has probably stopped following me. Now the fourth time was yesterday. Yeah, Yesterday my friend came and she wanted to take me to a place where they put these gems on the teeth, you know. So we went to my house, we stayed for a little bit, and then I decided to take her to the particular place. When we were going to that place on the street, this guy comes, and surprisingly, I don't know how he identifies me from very far, because for me, I usually notice he's there when he's just close, you understand? So he identifies me from very far, and then he comes to where I am. So now I was with my friend walking, and suddenly I see someone standing in front of me, and he did like 3 times actually, and then he continued going to the opposite direction that he was going. And my friend was like, what is wrong with this guy? And I told my friend, this guy has been following me around. And my friend was like, why? I told her, I don't know, you know. And when my friend looked back to see the guy had actually turned to our direction again, and he was following us from behind. And when my friend told me the guy is following us, my heart started pounding really fast, and I walked really fast. I told my friend, you know what, let's walk really fast. There were certain shops on the roadside, and there were certain hotels, and my friend was like, let's get into this hotel. But I was like so sorry for the interruption, guys. My colleagues just came in. Yeah, so like I was telling you, there were some hotels just close by, and my friend was like, let's get in here. But I told her, you know, let's just rush forward, because where we were going was just some few meters away. So we got there, and I got into that spa really quickly, and there were 2 ladies there, and they asked me what is wrong, because they could see like I was not okay, you understand? I was tensed. And I told them there's a guy around here following me, and my friend was like, you know, I'm gonna ask him what he wants. And you know, when the guy followed us, he stopped at the spa, he stopped outside there, and my friend was like, what do you want? He kept quiet. So there was an old lady, there was a grandma in that spa, and she said, call him inside. So when he came in, the grandma identified him. So the grandma told us that this guy is not okay, like he's learned, but he used a lot of drugs. That's why his mind is a bit off, you understand? And so the grandma asked him, why are you following my daughter, you understand? And he was like, oh, so this is your daughter? And the grandma was like, yes. So she told him, don't follow him again. And the lady working at the spa told him, if you follow this girl again, we will come for you, you know, at home. And he was like, okay, I will not follow her again. So we went home, we made dinner, and later, like at around 9 p.m, my friend wanted to leave, you understand? So I had to escort her to where she was going to board a public vehicle to where she lives, you understand? And when we were going, we were on the other side of the street, and this guy was on the opposite side of the street. And he came rushing, you know. He stood in front of me, and then my friend was like, what is wrong with you? And he pretended like he was looking around, and then he left. So I feel like it's a bit too much, and I think I'm going to report this case, you understand? Because the whole night I was thinking what I'm going to do about the situation, and the only option I had was to use another route. So there is always 3 streets to the main road, so the other 2 streets is where he's been following me around. And the one street that I was opting to use from today, the grandma told me that he lives with his grandma in those areas, and that street is a bit lonely. So I was like, no, that's not an option, because it's even more dangerous there. So I'll go and report the case today and see how it goes, because actually I'm now house hunting, but I've not yet found a house, you understand? So I really don't know what's going to happen. I'm really scared. Niko nayo, iko huko. Iko ofisi. Kwa sawa? Unataka kulala? Yeah, open. Oh,
Ukifungua na meno. Najipata afu ya this time clear the end of life. Ni kama body sweat. Na nini? Sasa imebidi sasa nini?
Tangwa tu.
Tutaenda huko. Akuzurura.
Gani?
Aliza ila barabara na hatuna zurura.
Santi. So now we are done with lunch. No, not really. We are done with breakfast. We are going to a certain stadium to still do some shoots. So as you can see behind me, my colleagues are there. We are waiting for the car that will take us to the stadium, and then after shooting that content, we'll come back here for lunch, and we will be done for the day. Okay? So let's head off.
Obviously kuna gari.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch.
Hey. Ndio.
Tunataka papo ndio mimi hapa hapo. Yeah, pink na papo.
Huko amelala, ajua unafanya mambo.
Unafanya kazi yako, umesweat, unaangaliwa siku yako.
Kwa nini tuko huko karibu kichwa?
Ndio.
So guys, I'm back home. Yo, I've been rained on a bit. I feel so cold. I don't know if I'll catch a flu. I think I'll catch a flu because I can feel like my throat is somehow, you know how you feel when you're about to catch a flu. That's how I feel. So I'm back home, and it rained heavily. Yeah. So guys, I passed through the police station and I went to report the matter. So they had my case, and the sergeant, I actually went to report to a lady's office. Then the lady's office took me to the sergeant's office, and he had the story. So he gave me his number, and he said, anytime I go to the shopping center and I see this guy following me, I should just step aside and call them, so that he can send some policemen to come and catch the guy. You understand? I feel like that's really good, because if we say like we're going to look for him now, we might not find him. So I'll still go to the shopping center and just do my things as usual. But when I see him following me, I'll just pull aside and call the sergeant, and then he'll send people to come and catch the guy, because the police post and the shopping center is just together. You understand? Like when you come out of the police post, you just get into the center, so it won't take them long to come and get the guy. You understand? Yeah, so I feel contented with their service actually. So I'll end this video here, but I'll update you on how this will unfold next time. You understand? So if I go to the shopping center and I meet this guy, that's when I'll do a video and tell you guys how this case went down. For now, this is all I have, and I have to end this video here because I am so tired. I'm feeling cold. I need to freshen up. I need to get to prepare some tea. You understand? All that stuff. But I really had a good day. I had fun. We shot a lot of content, and still, if you have not followed my Instagram page, you're missing a lot, because all this content that we shoot, I post them on my Instagram page, and my Instagram handle is MissClaire_Kenya. So just the same as my YouTube handle. You understand? So yeah, bye guys. I'll see you next time.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt